Hey there, future homeowner. This week, we're going to delve into a crucial aspect of the mortgage process: abstracting and title. But don't worry, if those words sound a bit intimidating, I'm here to guide you all the way through it all. We're going to talk about what it is, why it's important, what you as the borrower should know about that significant piece of work that is done on your behalf. I'm Lisa Pinnick from Lisa Does Loans and part of the Mortgage Dream Team with UFFC Express. Okay, first things first, let's talk about what abstracting and title actually mean in the context of buying a home. Think of it as the process of uncovering the history of the property you're interested in. It involves examining public records to verify the property's ownership, any liens or claims against it, and any other pertinent information. It's like peeling back the layers of the property's past to reveal any potential issues that could affect the future. Now, why is this important? Well, knowing the history of the property helps ensure that there are no surprises down the road. For example, you wouldn't want to discover after buying your dream home that there's a tax lien on it from a previous owner. An abstract begins at statehood with the very first recording of the initial grant deed and is followed by every single instance where the property title changed hands. They are usually quite thick, but it depends on how many times the property has changed hands. Next up, let's talk about title. In simple terms, title refers to legal ownership of the property. When you buy a home you want to be certain that the seller has the legal right to sell it to you, and that once you own it, no one else can come along and claim it as theirs. So, how do we ensure a clear title? That's where title insurance comes into play. It's like a safety net that protects you against any issues with the title that may arise in the future, such as undisclosed heirs, forged documents, or errors in the public record. Title insurance is so important that we have a video just about that later in our series. But for now, just know that title insurance will be part of your title package. So how does this work in the mortgage process? We've already talked about how ordering title is the first step when we begin processing your loan file. On day one, as soon as disclosures are signed, we're going to send out that title request. When the title company receives our request, they order the abstract, and the abstract company brings it up to date since the last transaction. This step takes the longest, but the title company is using that time to look up any records looking for items like back taxes owed, liens on the property for outstanding creditor bills, encumbrances, conveyances, and any legal actions that involve the property in the past. We work closely with the title company, sharing documents we are collecting, and they share items that they've uncovered in their process so that we are certain of a clear title and a hassle-free closing. We update each other frequently, from the beginning of the transaction all the way until the closing table. When the abstracting and research is all completed, it's sent to the title attorney to review. It's important to understand that property history to ensure that your ownership after this transaction is uncontested and that you legally own the land, the house, and that there isn't any cloud on the title. The attorney in this transaction is looking for any legal issues with outstanding liens, creditor issues, encumbrances, conveyances, and can even look for unresolved code issues or other details that might present a problem. Now, when the attorney sends back the file to title, they scramble back to work completing the title package that goes to the underwriter in the loan process. Title sends us the package, which consists of title commitment and associated endorsements, chain of title, legal description, property tax and estimated taxes, the closing protection letter, which is CPL, wire instructions, and the title's preliminary CD. We review it and then send it to the underwriter to sign off that it meets all the loan criteria set by the loan program and its investors. Things we are looking for is that all the components are there and complete with correct name, loan number, property address, and mortgagee information. Now, let's tie it all together. When you're in the process of buying a home, abstracting and title go hand in hand to provide you with the peace of mind. Abstracting helps us uncover any potential issues with the property's history, while title insurance protects you against any unforeseen challenges to your homeownership rights in the future. Title is part of this transaction from the very first step of processing all the way to the end when you sign closing documents. We will talk about title again in a future video when we get closer and closer to that closing table, but this segment, we hope, just tells you what abstract and title is all about. As a home buyer, navigating the mortgage process can feel overwhelming at times, but remember, you're not alone. Your Mortgage Dream Team is here to help you simplify things, answer your questions, and guide you every step of the way. So if you're ready to take the exciting journey of homeownership, let's get started together. Contact our team today and let's make your dream home a reality. Next week is all about the appraisal. We'll talk about what it is, why it's important, the process of ordering, and the two-step process of inspection and report, and what happens when the report comes back. We'll even talk about some what-if scenarios so that you'll be confident and ready when your appraisal report is safe in your hands. If you like this content, please like and share. We'd love it if you subscribe to our channels. Here is our social media and our phone number and contact information. Please give us a call if there's something that we can do to help you, or if you have a question about this process. The Mortgage Dream Team is here for you, and it all begins with a conversation.